So I'm going to be making my healthy holiday hot chocolate that does not kick your blood sugar's butt. And guess what? This one is not it. This is not it, okay? This is my family's hot chocolate station. And this one is mine. I don't actually keep all this out on my counter though, y'all, okay? All right, so this is what you need for your healthy holiday hot chocolate that you can have anytime. I just love it most of the time during Christmas. So these are your basic ingredients. You just need some unsweetened cacao powder, like baking cocoa, right? Like you can get any brand of this. Mineral salt, you can get any brand. You don't have to use the Trim Healthy Mama, but y'all can tell my bag has been worn out. It's so wrinkly. I'm always in there, okay? I use a lot of this stuff. And you're gonna need some vanilla extract. You could get a better brand than this for sure, but this is just what I have in my cabinet and what I tend to use. I don't use much of it, so I don't think it matters that much personally. And actually, I love to use peppermint extract as well, but I just ran out, so I can't even show you guys that I put that in there normally, but I do. So peppermint extract makes it like a peppermint mocha. I love peppermint mochas, but my blood sugar does not, so I can't just be going and drinking those all the time from like Dunkin' and stuff. All right, and then you're gonna need some MCT oil. So I got really lucky with this one here, y'all. MCT is not that expensive typically, but I found this one at Walmart for $3 on clearance from $11.88. That's a huge discount, so I went ahead and picked that up. And this is my blend of super sweet that I keep up in my cabinet for like when I make my coffee and stuff, but you can use stevia or any other type of sweetener that you prefer, but I like the super sweet blend from Trim Healthy Mama. And then if I don't have super sweet blend, I tend to use Truvia. So I don't really use this as like a, what's not focusing, stay focused, there we go. I don't really use this as like the go-to, you know, like my first go-to, but I keep it on hand just in case, like when I'm traveling and stuff, because they don't make super sweet in these little packets, and I really like to have a little bit of sweetener. I don't need much, but a little bit sometimes is really awesome. And if you want to get really fancy, you can totally add these extras into your hot chocolate. You do not have to do that, but I do add in a little bit of protein powder and a little bit of collagen. This is just the brand that I use. You do not have to use this brand, obviously. You can use any protein powder and collagen that you prefer. I like Trim Healthy Mama's protein powder because it is just like nice to my blood sugar and doesn't have a bunch of unhealthy ingredients in it, and it's a very clean protein. So this one has like 20 grams of protein for each serving, which I think is pretty amazing. And then when you're adding in collagen typically has protein as well. It's just not as much, but there's 11 grams of protein per about 1.5 tablespoons. So you're getting a lot of protein when you're making this if you're adding in this specific brand of collagen and protein. Okay, so step one is just 8 ounces of hot water. I'm letting my Keurig heat up. That's all the noise you hear back there right now, but we're gonna go and get our hot water going and then we'll get this done. This takes like 3 minutes to do total. It's really super simple. So you guys, I'm gonna put the entire recipe down below in the description for you. So don't worry if you're like, how much are you putting in all this stuff, Catherine? Don't worry. I'm gonna be giving you the entire recipe down below so you can grab that, okay? Now you can see why my bag looks like this. So if you wanted to just stop right here and be done and just mix what we've just done, you could have your hot chocolate ready to go right now. But I am gonna be adding in those extra ingredients that I showed you guys over here. So let's go and do that real quick and then we'll be done. So I want to show you guys some options for mixing, because you don't want to just use a spoon. It will take a lot to mix up all this powder that you just put in your cup. So make sure that when you're doing this, you use a pretty good sized cup. I only did 10 ounces of water, but this cup is way bigger than that. It's probably closer to 18 ounces. This is a very big cup. So I like the oversized mug for this. But here, if you just have some good tools in your kitchen, you can pretty much do anything, okay? I love having tool options. So I am also very frugal. So I found this little hand mixer right here at a yard sale for 50 cents. So you guys can find them pretty much anywhere. This is a Braun brand, and it's worked really well for me. It was at a yard sale, plugged it in, checked to see if it would work. It has a little thing right here on the end that you can, a little blade that just spins around and spins and mixes everything for you. So I think this is a really good find. I typically use this when I'm making my hot chocolate, and I'll show you guys that in a minute, but you do not have to have something like this, okay? You can even buy them new fairly inexpensively. I think like $15 on Amazon, but I think 50 cents is a pretty good deal, okay? Yeah. So the other thing that you can use to mix stuff that is like, okay, it's not gonna be big clumps in your mouth, is this little milk frother. So I bought this on Amazon for $10, but this thing is powerful. Like, check it out. Yeah, it's pretty awesome, right? I know. And when you have all the batteries powered up real good, it works really awesome. So I use this in the morning typically when I do my collagen and my coffee, just to mix it up real good. But it is technically a milk frother, and they're about $10 on Amazon. So you can get anything like this inexpensive, and it just helps mix everything up. In case you don't have something like this in your kitchen, just makes life a little bit easier. You can see why I wanted a big cup, because when I am mixing it, it like comes to the top, right? Like it goes all over the place in there. So it's not coming out of it because I have a really deep cup to use, and that's helpful. And plus, when you're using the whey protein powder, it tends to like froth even more. I have some on my hand. There we go. That's okay. It tends to froth even more, so it's just gonna get a little bit bigger. You can see the frothiness even right there. Okay, so I want to show you guys how the milk frother works too. You just kind of stick it in there and you just go, like that's it, right there, and it really froths it up. So 10 ounces is touching the top of this really large cup right now. So it's super frothy and just yummy. It makes me feel so happy at Christmas time. So I hope you guys love this recipe and that you try it, and it will definitely be kind to your blood sugar levels. So you guys enjoy, and Merry Christmas.